This week, are you listening to this? This week we're going to work on, in English, we're going to work on adjectives and adverbs. What's an adjective?
It's describe something.
An adjective does what?
Describe a noun.
An adjective is a word
That tells about noun.
that tells about a noun or pronoun. Business. Or pronoun, right?
They so well.
Okay, now turn the page. Now turn the page, turn to page 314. Keep your place marker before we come back to that. Turn to page 314, real fast.
So you don't have to read. I am a dream speech. Okay.
What's an adverb?
An adverb is a word that describes a verb or an adjective or other adverb.
Now read that like you're trying to learn it, instead of like you're trying to read it to learn.
An adverb is a word.
I can't hear that, so read together, ladies and gentlemen.
An adverb is a word that describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb.
It describes an adjective.
I ain't reading something.
Or an adjective.
So we're not about adverb and adjective or something?
Or another adverb, am I right?
Yes.
Every page, the first page.
Go back to the page we're on.
Which page? 224, yes. An adjective gives a picture of a noun by answering what kind, how many, or which one. Ever since day one, I've been trying to get you to write descriptive writing in your journal. Instead of just writing a journal about would you like to go to the moon, you're saying no, or no, why, and why, because it's too far. I want you to describe, and put all kind of, when you use adjectives, you actually put the person into the place where you are. You know, if you read a story, you thought you actually in that story. Have you ever read Chronicles of Narnia? Or if you read that story, then you can actually be put into the place where those kids. Like you actually feel it because they're using all this descriptive language. When you look at a restaurant and you look at a menu, they have tantalizing appetizers, or they have juicy steak, or savory biscuits, or sweet potato pie, or sweet cake, or moist cake. They have kind of words because they want you to buy it. So they advertise and use adjectives and adverbs to make you buy something. An adverb, it tells. Well, anyway, just do an adjective, adverb instead. Look at page 264 real fast. Are you on page 264?
Yeah.
Okay. It says the Springs were a black musical trio. Where is the adjective?
Black.
Black and what else?
Musical.
Yeah. Because the trio just says what it was. Black tells the color of it, and musical tells what kind. The three women recorded several hits. Can you pick the adjective out of there? Three. Several.
How's three an adjective?
Three, it describes how many. When we discuss, an adjective describes what kind, how many, or which one. What kind, how many, or which one? So every time, if I ask you, that be a question and ask you to pick out the adjective, you have to write on here, you have to think to yourself, okay, which word is describing what kind, how many, or which one? Here we go. Articles are special kinds of adjectives. The definite article, the, you wouldn't think the is being an adjective, would you?
No.
It is. The identifies a specific person, place, or thing. The indefinite article, a and an, identify any one person, place, or thing in a group. So what's the definite article? The or the C, right?
Yes.
And what's the indefinite article?
A and an.
Good, it says, use and before words beginning with a what sound? A vowel. You would never use and if you're using a word. You're using a T or a consonant. And always goes for a word starting with A, E, I, O, or U. Any kind of vowel. That's when you always use and. Pick out the article. The Supreme Court lives in the city of Detroit.
Go.
They prepare and act for a contest at school.
They.
Really?
No, and A. Where are we?
Page 264. Look at, take your understanding real fast. Write the letter that lists all the adjectives, not including the articles. So you're not writing articles right now. Only all adjectives. Number 1. The young women entered that contest as a vocal group.
Young.
Young does what? Tell what?
How young?
That's not a question.
Describe how young.
So look at A on page 264. Which one of those is it answering? What question is it answering?
Women.
Mm-hmm. Look at part A above.
Oh.
The top where it says an adjective. It's a picture. Very top page 264. Up here. What kind of questions do we answer? Do adjectives answer?
What kind? How many? Or which one?
Okay, so what does young answer?
What kind?
Good. Enter that contest as a vocal group. That. And what does that do? What does that answer?
Which one?
Very good.
Where are we at?
Page 264, number 1. What's the other?
Vocal.
Vocal. And what does vocal answer?
What kind?
Very good, Thomas. Number 2. These 3 friends won first prize.
3. These 3 friends.
Whoa. What's the adjective?
These 3.
These, and what question does these answer?
These 3 to which one?
No. Again?
Which one?
3 answers what?
How many?
And is another one in there?
No.
First, not first. And first answers what?
What
kind? When you're picking out adjectives, you gotta be very, very careful because you can miss it sometimes. You're so used to seeing it, so sometimes you'll just scan right through it. You can't scan through me on tests because I think my English test was the lowest test score. But you want to scan through stuff now and I read it. Write the letter of the correct indefinite article. What's an indefinite article?
A and an.
Good. Motown Records gave them blank contract.
No. Oh, never mind. A, duh. A, no.
A.
Contract.
A, why A instead of an?
Because an only comes before a vowel.
Right. And why not the?
Because the is a definite.
Very good, son. You are listening.
I don't know where we are.
We're on page 265. Page 265, part B, number 4 now. See it? Are you on there?
Mm-hmm.
They recorded blank album together in 1961.
And.
Why and?
Because it's before a vowel.
Very good. And why not B?
Because B is a definite.
And why not A?
Because A becomes
It's a
definite.
it comes before a consonant. Okay. Are y'all following okay?
Yes.
Adjectives, indefinite articles, definite articles, you following on the page? If not, we'll go over some more tomorrow. Because tomorrow we're going to go with those things.
Oh, man. What's that for?
Where?
This.
English. Oh,
Your homework.
we'll go back in a second. We're going to do it in a second.
Oh, this
Okay, turn to page 266 real fast.
There.
Where it says a proper adjective, just know a proper adjective are adjectives formed from proper nouns. Like proper nouns, proper adjectives are capitalized. Okay? So many proper adjectives are formed by changing the spelling of proper nouns. Here are some proper adjectives. Now the noun would be Mexico, the adjective would be
Mexican.
the noun would be Cuba, the adjective is
Cuban.
noun is Italy, the adjective is
Italian.
the noun is Canada, the adjective is
Canadian.
the noun is Japan, the adjective is
Japanese.
China,
Chinese.
Portugal,
Portuguese.
Spain,
Spanish.
England,
English.
Israel,
Irish.
Israeli,
Israeli.
Europe,
European.
France.
French.
That's not hard, right?
No. I'm Canadian.
Look at page 26, part A, number 1. It says Christopher Columbus was blanked by birth. We know the proper noun is, the noun is Italy.
Italian.
Very good. Look at number 2. He learned blank methods of navigation.
Portuguese.
Portuguese. Good. Let's go to adverbs real fast. We almost done.
Can't believe we gotta do a doctor.
What page is that thing is on?
What?
Adverbs. 3 what?
314.
Man.
It's 315. I know.
Page 314, an adverb. We said an adverb is what? A word that describes a verb, an adjective, or another verb. Part A says an adverb can answer how, when, or where. What does an adjective answer?
How?
No, I said an adjective.
Oh, how many? What kind?
What kind and
How much? How many?
how many, what kind, and where? Which one? Very good.
I think that.
And an adverb answers what?
The adverb describes how, when, and where.
Very good. Look at part A. The boy watched carefully. The way you can oftentimes pick out an adverb, usually an adverb will be the one with the ly. Because you can say if somebody's careful. When you say carefully, you're describing how. So you'll usually find an adverb, not all the time, it's not all the time, but a lot of times the adverb will have ly behind it. The boy watched carefully. How did the boy watch?
Carefully.
He often studied plants. When did he study plants? Peanuts grow there. Where do peanuts grow?
There.
Here are some adverbs that answer these questions. How?
Quickly.
Badly, loudly, brightly, slowly, loosely. When? Now, then, tomorrow, often, sometimes, again, once. Where? Here, there, around, outside, nearby, everywhere, somewhere. An adverb can also describe an adjective. Y'all know that, did you? Or another adverb. Here are some adverbs often used in this way. Very, quite, rather, nearly, extremely, fully, enormously, to, totally, slightly, almost, completely, barely, and so. One way to find an adverb is describing an adjective or another adverb, and this is how you find it, okay? So in your test, this is how you find it. One way to find an adverb is describing an adjective or another adverb is to ask a question with the word how right before the adjective or adverb. She was very bright. How bright?
Very.
What's your adjective right there or your verb?
How?
Now what's your adjective or verb in that sentence?
Bright.
Bright. And how bright was she?
Very.
Very. So what's my adverb?
Very.
Good. He learned quite quickly. How quickly?
Quite.
Good. When an adverb describes an adjective or another adverb, it is usually next to the word. An adverb that describes a verb can appear in other places in the sentence. I'm going to say it again. An adverb that describes a verb can appear in other places in the sentence. On page 314, part A, number 1. Write the letter, or we're going to say the letter in the page, of the adverb in each sentence. George Washington Carver always had a dream.
Always.
And what question is always answered?
When.
We ain't good, isn't it? Number 2, he would somehow help his people.
Somehow.
And somehow answers what?
Well.
How?
Just how.
Write the letter of the word that the underlined adverb describes. Now I need you to write the letter, or I need you to define what the adverb is describing. So the adverb is going to be underlined, which is very and almost. He found a very unusual method.
Unusual.
It tells what? How unusual. He devoted his time almost entirely to plants.
Entirely.
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 Entirely. Well, it tells me what?
When, how.
Go ahead and turn to page 316. 316 real fast. That's the one. Yeah. So you have two types of adverbs. Sometimes you have comparative and you have superlative. Comparative. Okay, let me read it. Adverbs, like adjectives, can be used to show comparisons. And we'll go through it more carefully tomorrow. The comparative form compares the actions of two people, things, or groups. The superlative form compares the actions of 3 or more. So comparative describes how many? 2. And superlative is 3 or more. So you're trying to describe 3 or more, it's going to be going to use the what kind of form? Superlative. If you describe 2, you're going to use the what kind of form? Comparative. Part A says add ER or EST to adverbs of one syllable and to early. Use more or most before most adverbs that end in LY. And other 2-syllable adverbs such as often. So what's the comparative form of soon?
Sooner.
And the superlative? Early.
Earlier.
And?
Earliest.
Often?
More often.
And?
Most often.
Gracefully?
More gracefully.
And?
Most gracefully.
Very good. The adverbs well and badly have special comparative and superlative forms.
Better.
What's the comparative and superlative forms of well?
Better.
Badly.
Worse.
Part A, number 1, write the letter of the correct form of the adverb. The juggler threw the torch blank as ever before. Is it highest, more high, or higher?
Higher.
Very good. Number 2, she caught the torch as blank of all the performers. Is it more skillfully, most skillfully, or skillfuler?
Most skillful.
Why? Because you're performing what? You're talking about what?
Everybody.
3. So it's most. And all of them. Part B. Write the letter of the correct form of the adverb. Suddenly juggles blank of the 5 performers. Is it badly? Now look at your description. You're comparing 5 performers and John Lee or Sun Lee.
Worse. 3 or more.
Good. Pat performs blank and Sun Lee.
Better.
You're doing 2. Why?
Better.
Why? It's 2.
Yeah.
And we'll look at some more tomorrow. Look at page. Look at your worksheet real fast.
Worksheet.
Mm-hmm.